Hey folks, welcome back to a new video. So if you're new to this video, so what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to build an app and I'm sharing whatever I've gone through as a process. So this is a live app on the App Store. You can download it, you can use it, you can track your habits, and I'm just trying to show how to build this app without no coding experience because I come from a product design background and I have no coding knowledge, and I've built this app completely through AI. 90% of the code has been generated by ChatGPT. Occasionally, I've used Cloud, but for this tutorial, we'll be using ChatGPT's Pro version, and I have a Mac app which I am using side by side. The advantage of this is I can directly run Xcode and through this app. When I say run Xcode, is I cannot replace the code inside Xcode, but I can highlight what is the screen I'm at, and ChatGPT will automatically have the access. So having said that, so this is a screen which you have already designed. If you're new here, I would recommend watching the previous videos. And yeah, let's get started. So in this video, what we will do is we will design this screen. We will break down the components and we'll ensure that it looks much more cleaner. So I'll share the UI, what we have built in Figma. So this is the UI in Figma. So we'll be focusing on current streak, longest streak, and the calendar view. We can ignore the best streak view for now. So let's just focus on these three components. So you can see that it has a single page right now called habit card detail view. So the very first step, what I'll do here is I will try to break this down into main components. So what I mean by that. So for example, if you look at this page, right? So you have close to 182 lines of code, and every functionality is attached in this code. So basically, if I mark some habit as complete, so right now we have not implemented that functionality, but in future when we implement something, so if I mark something as complete, and if it's a streak, then this number gets updated. This also gets updated depending on the scenarios. What we ideally want is we want to have these three components in their own separate Swift files. So the reason one is readability, usability, and you can have better code maintenance. So you don't need to have 182 lines of code. So instead of more talking, I'll just show how what I mean. So what I'll do is I'll select all this code and I'll ask GPT to break this code into three pages. So GPT, can we create, be specific while you're entering prompt, three Swift files, current streak view, longest. You can name the file anything, but make sure that it is relatable to whatever component you're building. So I'm just gonna name this as calendar view. Okay, and GPT will automatically understand this prompt, and it has also selected the current code, right? So it understands what is the context as well. So let's just click on that. So it's creating. So let's just create this files. So I'll quickly create this file. I'm just gonna copy the name from here. I'm gonna create that, and I'm also gonna create calendar view Swift, right? And I'm gonna create a command and next, paste. Okay, so we have so you can see that there's a over here, right? A means added. Uh, so it has also generated the code. I'll just copy this code for current streak view. We have not focused on the styling part yet. We're just gonna break this page down. So we can also see a small preview of what the code is. So you can see that this is the code, and longest streak view. I'm just gonna copy and paste this, and I'm also gonna paste. Okay, so stop recording. One mistake I've done here is I've already worked on this screen, so it remembers what is the styling. So since we are starting from scratch, what I'll do is I'll create a new iOS developer file. and then let's just start from scratch. So I'll just delete this entire code. I'll also delete this, and anyhow this is new file, and I'll enter the prompt again, right? I'll just copy the prompt from here, right? And I'll paste it again, because we have already at least before creating this video I'd already worked on that, so that is why it remembers the styling, how to hide background. Ultimately that is what we want, but I want to show how we do that, right? It is a very important part of the process. So I'll just go back, I'll paste this prompt, and since this chat does not have any context about what we are talking about, it will split the files, and it will also split it in such a way that this style does not change. It will not add temporary background or anything like that, hopefully. Hopefully, that is what I'm assuming. So let's just copy this and paste it in current street view. There's no preview code right now. I'll ask it to give me a preview code as well. I'll paste that. Okay, I'm gonna paste that in the calendar view, and then now we get to use the habit. Can you, okay, so it's not giving me the entire code for habit card detail view. So what I'll do is I'll ask it to give me the code, modified code. Can you give me the modified new code here? So you can see that it's 180 lines right now. Let's see what is the new line length, or total number of lines, not the line length, but total number of lines. Okay, okay. So you can see that it's implementing current street view, long street view. Okay, it's also implementing calendar view. Okay, and it's not changing any other part of the code. So we have delete habit, all that stuff. Good. And then what is new current street view? It's giving us the preview as well. So I'll copy this code and I'll paste it here. We had 180 lines of code, now we have 136. It's not a drastic change, but at least it's reduced a bit. It's a good thing. And let's go back to long street view or current street view. Copy this, paste it. Now we have our preview over here, so we can see that. So we can see that it is just copying the code. It is not adding any styling to this. Whatever existing styling we had in the code, that is what it is implementing. But we need to modify that. So I'm just gonna copy this and also gonna copy calendar view, right? And let's see if we are getting any errors. So far, good, no errors right now. So what I'll do is, let's do a little bit of organization. So this is an important part where you are supposed to keep your files organized or grouped based on a particular theme. So this is a habit card view, right? So you need to group all the components in one. So what you do is you select the files, right? Even a habit card comes under habit details view. You need to click on right click, and I think even edit habit view, yeah, edit and delete both come under this thing, right? We can add both of these under habit card. I'm just gonna say this. So this helps in bit of reorganization. So this is our main file, so which contains all components. And if I refresh this, we have our existing structure. So if you remember, we had all our code in this entire one single file, but now we have split it and there is no change in the design. So you can see that current streak view still exists, December still exists, and the calendar also exists. So the next step, let's focus on the styling. So what we'll do is we will see the design. So this is the styling we want. In previous videos, we had created a habit card, and in that we had implemented a similar styling. So we have this card background and we have this shadow. So what I'll do is I'll select this entire code. I'll ask GPT, can you review this code and copy the card background and shadow, card background and shadow, and implement it in. So we need to implement it in current streak view, right? Long streak, longest streak view, and calendar view. Is the calendar spelling correct? Yeah. Okay. Can you review this code and copy the card background, color, and shadow and implement it in? Okay, so if my English is incorrect or grammar is incorrect, please forgive me here. But the point is, I can understand, and hopefully AI can also understand. So if I click on enter, if it does not understand, no worries. You can just go back, edit this prompt, or you can create new prompt where you can just say, "Well, this is what I want." So now it understands that this is what it wants. Shadow color is this. So let's see if it's gonna implement that. So let's copy this code. Remember the design here. It has a very slight background. Now I'll just copy this and paste it. You can see the difference now. So you can see it's much more darker. It has that punch to the design. And let's go to longest streak view. I'll paste it here. I'll do the same thing with the updated calendar view, right? And then let's just say check the design, right? Everything looks good. And if I go to the main card, okay, so now you can see that we are almost in that. If you look at the UI, right, it's almost there. It's almost there in terms of card and styling, but it's we still don't have the padding for the calendar. So what I'll do is I'll select this entire code. I'll take a screenshot here and I'll paste it here. GPT, can we add some margin to the calendar view, right? And let's see if, oh, I'll stop this. For some reason, it's not stopped. Okay, so it's asking us to modify calendar view here. So if I come here, so we can see that it wants us to add this line of code, padding horizontal. I'll just copy this entire thing and then I'll replace this, right? So it's adding some padding over there. Uh, you can also modify calendar view.swift. Should we do that? I don't think it is required because, for example, here for current streak view and long streak view, it's adding horizontal padding here. So it's doing the same here as well. So let's keep that. What I'll do now is I would like to fix this calendar. So what I mean by that is, so if I zoom in a bit, so you can see that this the calendar month is December, but it's actually uh, Jan 2025. So we want to fix that. So we can use default Apple components to show that. So what we'll do is We'll go to calendar view, we'll select the entire code, and I'll just ask GPT to fix this. GPT, can we show current calendar month? Ignore the orange light circles for now. I think it requires some separate logic. Hmm. So let's see. So what is it using actually? I don't know. So I'm just gonna paste this and check. Okay, so there is some error. What is that error? Extra argument. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this error, right? And I'm gonna highlight the code as well, and I will paste it here, getting this error. What it means is this argument is being called twice. So what I can do is I can delete this entire thing, and it's still okay. So this is what happens if you don't have any coding experience, right? I assumed that this would work, but it did not. So I'll let GPT handle it. And I'll stop this for a second, and I'll do this once again. I want to highlight which code it's talking about so GPT can understand the context. Okay, so it wants us to remove that. Okay, replace that with completed days. Okay, 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 it wants us to do that. Oh, I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna replace this entire thing. Let's see if it works now. No errors. Good. Now you can see that we have sort of achieved what UI we wanted. I think if you look at our design as well, right? So I think the rounded corner part is not fixed. So if I go to calendar view and where is the styling? So rounded corner is 10. So I'll make this 16, and I'll go back to habit card detail view, and let's see. I'll just zoom in a bit. Let's see. And also I don't think we checked if it's using current month, right? Yeah. It's using correct month, but I don't think it's showing days. So let's fix that as well. So I'll go back here. GPT, can we show days as MODU, etc., and align the dates as well. What I mean by that is show a proper calendar. Let's see what it does. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's supposed to. Okay, so it's adding here. So prefixes too. So if I make it 3, it will show MN MTUE. If I make it one, it will just show MT, MTW, etc. And I'll copy this code and I'll paste it. Where did 1 and 2 go? It's supposed to be there, right? And also let's check the dates. So today is Wednesday. Yeah, 22nd is Wednesday. This is correct. What is happening with 1 and 2? And okay, let's fix this. I'm not seeing I'm not seeing date dates 1 and 2. Okay, it recognizes the error. Okay, so it's asking us to replace this function with this function. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this. It's also generating the entire code, but if you know how to replace a function, I would recommend doing it. Otherwise, you can just copy the entire code. So this is the function GPT is talking about. I'll just paste it, and then let's see if we get the first day and the second day. No, it did not. I'm not seeing the first day, and also the calendar is not aligned now. So 22nd is Wednesday, but it's showing Tuesday over here. Okay, so no, it's still missing Jan 1st, Jan 1st, and the entire dates moved one day backward. I'm not sure even if I understand this prompt. So what I'll do is I'll also give an example. Today is Wednesday, 22nd Jan, but in the calendar it's showing, but in the calendar 22nd Jan it's showing up as Tuesday, right? So let's see. Gregorian. So this is a calendar type, right? Yeah. And let's just paste and replace this. It did not fix it actually. Let's make it 5. Okay, that is not helping. 6. Okay. I'm still not seeing Jan 1st and 2nd. Now, not seeing Jan 1st and Jan 2nd. Okay, so it's asking us to replace this code with this. Uh, okay. If I make this 7, what do I see? Okay, this is still not good. Let's see if this fixes it. No, it does not. what I'll do is I'll just copy this code once again. Let's see, there are a lot of things it might change in the entire code. No, still not seeing Jan first and Jan second. Since we don't know how to code, we cannot recognize what the exact issue is. And rather than going to Stack Overflow or GitHub, I would rather prefer ChatGPT or Cloud to, solve this. So let's see if this helps. So it's removing calendar with this. No. Copy the entire code and replace it. Let's see. Mm, It's not appearing. I'd like to test one more thing. Let's just add one more month, like Feb or March, and let's see if first and second is not appearing there as well. So instead of adding a specific month, I'll just add a functionality. Can we add a forward and backward arrow to move between months? It's sharing the entire code right now. Okay, so just share the code. Let's replace it. Okay, so you can see that it's missing some kind of logic. I don't know exactly what, but the calendars are not getting previewed properly. So what I'll do is I'll share the screenshot with GPT and I'll just say that I think the calendars are not aligned properly. One more thing I'll check is uh, what is Feb 3rd? Let's open up calendar. So Feb 3rd is Monday, right? And the dates of other months are not aligned correctly correctly to the dates. So what I'll do is correctly with the dates, I'll set the entire code. Now GPT to review carefully. Can you review the calendar carefully, carefully, carefully before generating the code? So we can do that. So it's saying that lazy grid is what is causing the issue. And also none of these dates have first and second, right? If you look at this, is it because it's starting with third? Let me do one thing. Let me remove the code here from right, and then okay, still does not work. Hmm, okay, so let's see if this code works. It's still generating the code. Hmm, let's see if it fixes the dates at least. No, it does not. Same errors. Same errors. GPT, the code is not, the calendar is not aligned with the dates and days. Also not seeing first and second of each month, of all months, of all months. Okay, it's adding second, and also it's shifting the dates by one. I don't know why it's not showing first actually. But if I make this change, right? I can make that change. Okay, so let's see if it's showing second of each month. It's showing. Let's fix one thing at a time. Uh, okay, so it's showing previous month, next month, and then days in current month, first day, first weekday of month. Okay, what does this do? What does 10 do? Okay, uh, review this code and optimize. Okay, let's check. Mm, why am I not seeing dates here? Like, what's happening here? That is what I'm trying to understand. If we can figure out that, I think we will have our solution. But then, what we'll do is we'll start from scratch. So what we'll do is remove the current, remove the dynamic logic, and make the calendar static. So let's just keep it as Jan 2025. We will focus on this specifically. I think this is an important problem to solve. And typically, what I do is if I am not able to find the solution in ChatGPT, I actually go to cloud and see what the error is. But I don't think it is in scope of this video. Let's do it in the next video. So I'll just replace this with the current month and copy this again. So I'm removing all the functions and keeping it static for now, just so that we have like a proper calendar view. Even here, I'm not seeing date as one. So there is some issue which we are doing, but we'll come back to that. If I think, okay, fine. And if I go to habit card detail view, so since this tutorial was mainly based on styling and not logic, so let's just finish here. And if I look at this design and if I compare it to our design here, this is left aligned, this is center aligned, but I think it's almost there. So yeah, I'll end this video here. Please like, subscribe, and if you need more content, please do that. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comments. And if you'd like to see the live app which we have built, it's called Cabot. You can go there, you can actually see, you can build your habits, you can track your habits. So I've added a lot of functionalities and the entire app is built using AI. So definitely check this out. It's an iPhone only app. And yeah, thank you for watching.